Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weekly Q&A group call on the Speaker Focus platform. I am CEO Kevin T. Robertson, here with co-founder Auston Troyer on the Speaker Focus platform, CTO. We're always in the building ready to answer questions like never before. I want to wish everybody a very early, happy holiday season. If I did not last week, I want to extend a very happy holiday season. I want to share a quick story with everyone before I get into questions. By the way, if you have a question, you know the rules. Use the raise hand feature. If you are not speaking, I will lower the hand, and we're going to continue to move forward, and we'll get to your questions. If you have any questions right now, feel free to put them in the chat box as we are moving forward. We're going to keep the Q&A short as possible tonight, unless we have a lot of detailed questions. A lot of times what we're noticing is many people on the platform are running into some of the same challenges with signature programs, with also making sure that all your sales tools are organized, writing great copy, and building your business properly, getting it all set up. A lot of you are ready to launch into the marketplace because you've done all the hard work. You're ready to start posting on your social media regularly. You are ready to move into new arenas with the lead generation. And there are just some beautiful things we have in store for you in 2021 on the platform. I am definitely not at liberty to speak on them right now, but I can tell you that we're just going to keep getting better and better. And we're going to keep delivering service at a very high level. And we're always going to be here for you to answer your questions. Remember, you can submit support tickets every day if you like. You can ask questions every day you like, support@speakerfocus.com. You can communicate with us through the school platform. You can upload any assignments, any feedback that you have. It's a growing community of people who are there to show support. And what we're going to do right now, while I am waiting for a couple people to drop in some questions. I mean, when I tell you I'm in the holiday spirit, listen, it doesn't take anything for me. I'm happy. Every day is a holiday to me. I've been self-employed for 34 years. I can't say that every bit of it has been easy. It has not. But I tell you, the sacrifices have been well worth it. And when you've gone through these processes like I have of growth, is what I call them, stepping stones of focus, and you get to the point in your career where you absolutely are not fiddling around in the dark. You are not guessing. You know exactly what's going on. And you get to the point where things become easier. See, the game starts slowing down the more professional you get. And many of you may be struggling with technology. Many people are struggling with, a lot of things on our platform. I've been right there with you. So one of the beautiful parts about having me as your speaker coach is that, a lot of the pain that you're going through right now, I've already been through it. So as I'm waiting for some people to answer some questions, I always like to have a little dialogue with you about some things so you realize you aren't the only one struggling. I deal with some people that are definitely struggling on all levels. And, I'm very sensitive to what's going on in the marketplace. And, to all of the people out there who are struggling with some things and you're finding it difficult to advance through life, that's just the way it goes. And it's never going to get easier. I can tell you this, as you start to become smarter, the smarter you are, then it does become easier. Let me rephrase that. They say failure is not an option. Well, guess what? You should be failing a lot, because when all these little cliches that you hear and these memes on the internet, you need to, let's just put that shit on the shelf for a second, because it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. When they say success is not an option, or I'm sorry, they say failure is not an option. I apologize. Failure is not an option. What do they really mean when they're saying that? What are you saying, that I can't fail? You're telling me that failure is not an option. Let's really break this down. Because see, this is why I don't go by quoting a lot of other people. You listen to this phrase: failure's not an option. Oh, how about it's going to be a daily option? on your menu. If you're growing a business the right way, you're going to keep failing, fail. That's not a bad word. I tell you this, you start minimizing the mistakes as you start getting older, and the game starts slowing down. You know, rookies say this all the time in baseball. They say it in basketball. They say it in football. They say, man, when I played Pop Warner, I was the best kid on my team. Then they say when they went to high school, you still might have been the best kid on your team, might have been the fastest, might have been this. You go to college, you still might be the best. But when you get to the professional level, all of them say the game moves really, really fast. You know why? Because you're a rookie. You don't know that much. You don't understand. You don't understand the playbook. Not in year one, you don't. And a lot of you are still in year one. I don't give a damn how much speaking experience you claim you have. When it comes to marketing, you're a rookie. So is it going to be? It's going to be uncomfortable. The game is moving really, really fast. But let me explain something to you. Marketing is a skill. Eileen has a question. Eileen, I'll be right with you. So the better you get at marketing, watch this. Excuse me. The better you get at marketing, the game starts to slow down. See, the 12-year and 15-year, 10-year, 5-year veterans, even 3-year veterans, they don't make the same mistakes they did when they were a rookie. Well, you have some support. This is what you have a coaching platform for. We're going to help you through all of the areas where you're struggling. Let me get to Eileen. She has a question. Eileen.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for the information I received with my signature programs and the biography. But I had a question as far as the revised edition. Wanted to know if you had received it, because you know my technical skills are challenging.
That's right. It's okay. Hey, you know what? My patience can outweigh your limitations with technical skills, and you're getting better. Let me say that.
Right. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. What's your question?
My question is,
no, I did not see the revised version yet, Eileen. Did you send it to me in a was it a Google Doc?
I did, but it wasn't the same kind of format with the bullets.
It wasn't the same format.
Send it again.
Okay, yeah. Let's try to remember what we did. Or watch this, Eileen. If you really watch this, here's a workaround until you figure it out. Because you sent it to me before, but then I think you sent me some images one time and then a PDF another time. So just try to copy and paste the revisions inside the body of your Gmail. I can read it from there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. So
but I know how to copy and paste it.
Yes, ma'am. I know you do. And I know you know how to do the other thing too. In all fairness, you're, like I said, you're getting better. The bottom line is we're still able to communicate. Now, let me ask you a question. Because this is, Eileen, I always appreciate when you have feedback or comments or something like that, because, you know, you're not the only one. There's whether or not people jump on the weekly group call and they feel like voicing their opinion or not, you know, you still can learn something from it. But since you're so open, and could you tell me how you felt about the revisions that I made for your signature programs? What did it clear up for you? And then how do you like the way the bio felt when I sent it back over to you?
The revisions, I like the revisions. I changed some of the wording because of the focus for the signature programs. Mm-hmm. So I added a few things and I've taken out a few things, but what it did get me in the direction that I needed to go, because I was unclear initially with the signature program and what was being said. Mm-hmm. And gotcha. I think once you and I talked, and we kind of looked at the signature programs, the bullet parts were the parts that I think that I focused on as far as, you know, changing because of what I was trying to address with mental health.
Gotcha.
Now the bio, superb. I was really happy with the bio and the changes that was made to the bio, because I thought it was just an excellent job, and it spelled out exactly what you were saying.
Well, let me say this to you. I could not have done the upgrades with the signature programs without your guidance and without your expertise. From the very first call, remember I told you that I know you know what you're talking about. and I know you're extremely intelligent in your field, you know, of mental health. You have this great value in that. Remember, even Gary Vaynerchuk talked about, the great Gary V talked about the meditation and the mental health space is going to be huge in the next 10 to 20 years.
That's
Because
right.
nobody's really never addressed it
That's right.
properly, right? I mean, you have all these old, these old ideologies that, back with Sigmund Freud was, that a lot of that stuff it's outdated, and we have to deal with the current status of we're in as a society, as a global community, and your topics hit right on. So I could not have done that without you. Listen, as skilled of a writer as I am, and you can see I'm pretty damn good at it because I just got a lot of practice and I'm naturally gifted at it. I've always have been, I always will be, but I wasn't always skilled at marketing, Eileen. And if you look at the language that I'm using to describe your signature programs in a lot of cases, and I can't wait to see the upgrades, because that's what I need you for. I need you to put the technical shine on it. I'm just giving you I'm more of a, I'm an artist, so I'm going to give you the creative side, the words that connect with the conference coordinator. That's all I care about, is getting your message to them. And then with the bio, I definitely couldn't have done the bio without you having to live that experience, be willing to share it with me, putting everything under the right category in the bio formula. I mean, you listen, I just all I did was connect the dots. That's all I did. So I mean, I can't really take a lot of credit. You had to give me something to work with. Put it like this: Picasso couldn't be Picasso if he didn't have a paintbrush. If he didn't have a canvas, he needs some oil paints, right? So we need each other, right? And we're gonna be in this with you. I don't care how long it takes. I have the patience. So does Austin. We're here, Eileen. This is why we created a lifetime membership, right? This isn't a college course where you have to get it done. Oh, I got to get it all done in a semester. If we're going slow, we can go slow. If you want to go fast, watch this. You're going to pick up the speed. Now, after I do your revisions, last thing I'll say to you, then I think I got another question down here. After I send over the revisions, and I can't, see you, like, if you got a couple of words here and there, I'm just going to say, okay, Eileen, you're right. That word right there sounds better. That is a better representation of mental health or whatever. I'm going to say, okay, boom, we are done with your, when I send you the email over, I'm going to say, we are done with your signature programs. And since you love your bio so much, we're done with that. Now watch this. Now I want you, because the oratorical skills with you is there. The technical expertise with your presentation is there. Your elocution and the articulation. So Eileen, I just want you to just go to module 2 and start working on your sales tools. Now remember, watch this, Eileen. See, remember when we were in module 1, you was putting the cart before the horse, and you was a little ahead of the game. But now, remember, you were sending me pictures and the articles, all this great stuff that you've done in your career. Remember, you were sending me that stuff in module 1? Okay, guess what? Now I need every bit of that. I'm gonna pull up some of those old emails. You need to pull up the the website checklist and the speaker info kit checklist. All that stuff you sent me prior to. Check. You got a lot of it already. See, now we're going to start moving into getting your sales tools organized. Your messaging is on point. We know you're in the mental health space. We know you are a leadership speaker in that space. Boom. We got clarification. Now we're ready to dive in to something else. You got any other questions?
No, thank you. Just a comment that I had to trust your expertise, in the marketing area, which is something that I'm, not an expert in. So I really thank you for putting that forward. So I'm ready.
You're very welcome, Eileen, and we're going to be here for you nonstop always, and you're well worth the time always. I got you covered, okay?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your patience too. I appreciate you. Okay, let me see what we got coming up next. Okay, ma'am. I want to jump back in. Remember, I was talking to you before about, from the heart, I just want to, thank Eileen, because, we all got some struggles. Remember, me and Austin are going through our fair share of them. when it's difficult when you have a high level of skill, like all of you have in your fields of expertise. My God, we get a chance to work with some of the most talented people in the world that do what they do at a very high level. It's sometimes it feels bad. It's a little embarrassing sometimes when you got to go back to the bottom of the hill and you don't know anything about marketing, but you don't have to be embarrassed, ashamed. You don't have to be shy. You don't have to be reserved. This is what your investment really buys you into, is the system, right? And Eileen just said it. She said, I had to learn to trust your expertise. A lot of you just want to do it your way. You want to reinvent the wheel. The formulas are there for a reason. I'm here to help you. I'm here to step in and help you. I don't feel like I need to save you, but I want to help you, right? And once it clicks, boom, guess what? You got to move on to the next, right? She's into going over the checklist for her speaker info kit, or her website checklist. She runs into another problem. Isn't it nice to know that you can email somebody? Isn't it nice to know you can submit a support ticket? Isn't it nice to know you can go to the school platform and other people are struggling on there with you where you can get some support? Isn't it nice to know you can show up on the Monday group call and get the help that you need instead of flopping in the wind? You can't figure this business out by yourself. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and 7 years of wasted time before I realized that I needed some next level marketing and coaching help. It doesn't make you a bad person if you don't understand marketing. It just means you're a rookie when it comes to marketing. I was a rookie at one time. I knew how to write, but I didn't know how to write great copy. See, I was a rookie. I mean, listen, I'm going to do a Zoom session one day. I'm going to show you some of my marketing stuff that I used to do when I first started in speaking. I'm going to go back to 1992. I'm going to go back to 1996. Y'all aren't even ready. I'm going to pull out some of the marketing language. Until I learned how to write proper signature programs before I became a skilled copywriter. It was horrible. Sentences were way too long. Word redundancies going left and right. Punctuation all messed up. Run-on sentences, trying to say way too much in a short paragraph. I didn't know anything about. Now I knew how to write. I knew how to write very crafty, beautifully, creatively. Let me tell you something. All that fancy stuff doesn't matter when it comes to the conference coordinator is not trying to read Macbeth when they're going over your signature programs. Okay, they don't need all that complication. You don't need to be a poet. You need to be effective with simplistic marketing language that resonates with the conference coordinator. Now, Eileen, I can guarantee you, since you have those signature programs now, and whenever I approve the changes that you made, then you're going to know how to create these signature programs. If you got to create, let's say you may say, oh, wow, you know what? I need a new topic. I need to cover something different when it comes to my signature programs. And you can create a whole new one now because you have the structure. This is what the template is for, everyone. So rookies, they panic. They make mistakes. But isn't it nice to know that you can run over to the sidelines and talk to your coach, and he'll tell you, hey, kid, relax, calm down. I understand you're a little nervous. Everybody's nervous. The kid goes back in the game. He keeps getting some repetitions. He goes back in the game again. He gets some more repetitions. And he keeps learning and he keeps growing. And this is what you have to do for your speaker business. You got to keep growing. You got to stick to it. You got to keep doing whatever you got to do so that one day, guess what? You're not going to be a rookie. Well, I love it when people get past their signature programs. It's like, whew. It's like, whoo. That's really one of the most difficult parts in the speaker focused platform. It's organizing the messaging. And it's very frustrating when you don't have the skill of copywriting, but this is what we're teaching you on this platform. You will leave here with the skill of how to write world-class copy to connect with conference coordinators, because I'm not going to let it go to the market if it's horrible. I'm going to keep sending it back over to you, and you're going to keep correcting it, and you're going to keep, and those of you who want to do it your way, okay, fine. You're going to get frustrated, but I'm going to work it out with you, because guess what? I have more patience I have more patience than anybody you ever met in your life. And I will wait it out with you until the student gets it. This is what I'm here for. And I'm not here to embarrass you or put you on Front Street and make you feel horrible in any way. I work for you. Remember that. When they say the customer's always right, the customer runs everything on our platform. Because if you're not happy about something, it's me and Austin's job to make you happy. If it's off track, it's our job to get it on track. It's not your job, it's our job. But you got to do your part. And that's all I respectfully request that you do every single time. If I don't have any more questions, I'm going to say going once and going twice. And we're going to wrap this session. I will say this. Remember when I talk, I want to go back to when I've been a rookie a lot when it comes to these different, like categorically speaking, marketing, branding, things of that nature. We got 2 hands up. Whoa. We got 4. I see 4 hands up. I love it when I get ready to end the call and they think it's going to be over. Okay. So I believe we have, I don't know whose hand was up. Troyer, Mr. Troyer, I don't know whose hand is up, but we have 3 men and 1 woman. We have Galena. Gentlemen, ladies are always first. I was raised that way. If you could please wait until Galena Patton.
Hey, my question is, I have a videographer who's going to put together our speaker demo.
Speaker focus. Yep, the speaker sizzle reel. Yep, the demo.
Is there a way I can find a sample to send to him so I can show him what he needs to, how he needs to put it together?
Yes. Yes. Yep, Galena, either send a question through school, or either just email it to me, and I'll make sure that you have some samples where we can get David's video popping where it needs to be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
How you doing tonight, fam?
We're good.
Good. Okay. All right. Tell David I'll be talking to him real soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Galena, you still there? So listen, yes. Remember, just stick to the plan that we had with laying out the questions, getting him to answer the questions, multiple outfit changes, the football field in the back, all that stuff we talked about. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. That video guide, especially the real estate sample that you saw me of one of those companies that you want to use, that quality right there is where we need to be.
Okay. Yeah. He's going to do all of that for me. I'm going to put the questions together this week, and then hopefully next week when I get back in town, we can go ahead and start filming. Okay.
And also too, make sure that you send me the questions, please. Whenever you get the opportunity, and when you get back, just let me know.
Okay. All right.
How's your dad feeling, by the way?
He has surgery on Thursday, so I'll leave on Wednesday.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I got him in prayer. All right. Talk to you real soon.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Let me see. Okay, gentlemen. Okay. Austin, do you know which one of the guys were next? I love it, guys. They don't really care what order we go in, right? But that's just the way it works around here. Ladies are always first. Hey, can we start with Mike? Start with Mike Towers. Gentlemen, I appreciate your patience. I'm not sure what order you came in. I'm just trying to grab him as I see him down here. Oh,
I am in no rush. You have a voice for radio, so I like listening to what you have to say.
I appreciate it, Mike. How you doing today, boss?
Good. We didn't have an opportunity to talk, and I got to writing for the training that me and my bosses talked about.
Cool. Yeah.
Kind of ran into this situation where I had 2 different ideas, and I was just researching, and the ideas kind of ran into each other, and it was like they should be 2 different presentations. So I got this really bad case of writer's block, and
okay.
I have the other 3 program titles, opening paragraphs, and bullet points.
Okay.
So I think I want to go ahead and get those over to you. You go with the 4, and I don't want to get stuck on needing 4 and extend this process out, a long ways, because with the video studio and all the equipment I have and the editing software and everything else, I'd love to start uploading stuff on a website and talk about maybe marketing some of this stuff. And it could be, well, I'll talk to you because I could get a program out to the Society for Human Resource Management by Christmas. And if I could do that when they come out of the holidays, we might have a sellable item. So just want to continue that dialogue. Do you have any availability this weekend?
Yes, yeah, please, definitely, send me over the signature programs so you're not sitting on them too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Michael, yeah, just because then you're going to overthink it, right? I want to be able to lay my eyes on it. Hey, listen, I may approve it straight off the break. You're a skilled writer. I know, I can tell by the way you talk about your signature programs in your head. I know you already know what you want to talk about. You're doing it already. See, don't overthink that part. Now, let me clarify something. And then I definitely want to, give you some feedback on them this week. Now, remember the signature programs and what your job is asking you to create. I want you to keep some things in mind. This is not legal advice, Michael. I'm not an attorney, but I deal with this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what your work for hire agreement states. I would go to HR and figure out what it is, because when you start designing, writing curriculum, building programs, some of these work for hire agreements state that whatever you write when you're there, that they own the intellectual and creative properties. Okay.
I'm an independent contractor that signed nothing. So
okay, good. We're
going to make sure we sign, they're going to sign that whatever I bring to the table.
Okay. And license it from you. Great. I just needed to throw that out there because I need to check.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
And that's why you're my coach. Okay.
Right. Okay. Now, what I want to do to simplify, because Michael, this is how people like me and you, the way we're wired, we're high energy, right? That's why I'm talking to you calm right now so you can hear me. So in order to separate the signature programs, the creative way in which you designed your signature programs for the speaker part, and then what you're talking about doing is you're talking about creating these programs for your job. You're talking about doing some facilitation, like a workshop or a 2 to 4 hour program or 4 to 8 hour program. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think my employees have the attention span of a hyena on crack. So I'm thinking it would be an hour program tops.
Okay, all right. So you got to keep it short. Okay, so watch this. So they call an hour or no more than a 2 hour. They call that an educational keynote.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do it in that format, Michael, if you can get it to be 2 hours, I'd push for 2 hours.
Okay.
Because an hour goes by super fast. Watch this. I'm talking 4 bullets max.
Right.
One talking point for 7 to 12 minutes. By the time you do your wrap up, maybe a small Q&A, you can get into the other topic. 4 max. If you do 2 hours, you can still do 4, but it just gives you more time to do like a Q&A. It gives you more time to break them up in a group exercise, that kind of thing. Remember, what are they going to take away from your program? How are you going to help them achieve their desired outcomes and learning objectives? Now, Michael, just so you don't have to veer too far away from your signature programs, why don't you just talk about something that you already created for the work you're going to send over to me? Why don't you just
So you're brilliant, and you and I think exactly alike, because whatever I create, I want it to be a signature. So it will be one of my signature programs, and we can brand it. And when you see the opening slide for my marketing is going to be uniform, that logo that you like.
Yes.
So that we can just cut it right out of what I do for them and pop it right into that signature, that logo.
Yep.
And all my marketing will be the same for all the videos. So it's going to be a signature program that we let my company use for training, but it'll be a program that we can give SHRM, and it'll be along the same thing. It'll be servant leadership with regards to companies and being able to use servant leadership to offer, which is, Southwest Airlines is a good example of them utilizing servant leadership to build a very, very good customer service model, and using Rogerian therapy, which is the idea that Carl Rogers turned patients into clients and treating people with a positive regard that helps them, obviously not feel like sick people. So, but see, that's 2 different ideologies, and that's where I kind of got stuck. But and the last thing I'll share with you and let everybody else talk is that, and I just want to kind of amp you up just a little bit, each signature program, the other 3 that I have, each one has a book, and I'll put it in the synopsis and as I send it to you, attached right to it. And the one program, not to give off too much, because I'm a mental health practitioner, use words like diagnose, prescribe, words like that, where I go into a company, and if you hire me, I'm a consultant, and I can say, okay, your company needs a full audit, right? And I go in and I'll give you the prognosis, the diagnosis, I'll give you the prescription on how to take your company and find a way to make it conducive for mental health, right? That can lead to consultation, and then that makeover, that's a book written.
Yes.
And if you hire me for an expert at that, and so it's signature program, book, all of a sudden I leave, and now you're hiring me to come do your company and your company and your company. So I'm very excited at the streams of income that could come off of it. Thank you very much.
No, Michael, you should be real quick before you go. You still there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Michael, remember, you're on to something with the video, bro. Let me tell you something. Remember what I just told Eileen. This is just a fact. Nobody's really never dealt with mental health. It's like, okay, anytime you have whatever these disabilities are, whether or not it's bipolar, whether or not it's any kind of mental disorder, whatever it is, people have kind of swept it under the rug. It's time to deal with it, Michael, and you have the courage to deal with it. Other mental health professionals like Eileen, we have tons of mental health professionals on our platform. They have a great, refreshing take on how we should be helping people. So you are really onto something with the video, boss. You've got.
I was listening to the pastor that was a youth pastor of my pastor. He's done 9 funerals in the last 6 months for suicides, 9 funerals because of mental health. And what I will tell all of us and the audience, and I'll never end the call early just because I was done talking. There are plenty of people that will probably speak after me that have value, is I have this studio and I have been in video for 30 years. So if there are people that are struggling with technology that want to send me their raw ass video that doesn't have any editing or whatever, and their logo or where they're struggling with, I'm not really skilled with editing, but with a good editing software like I have, Adobe Premiere, you can make any bad guy look like Gary Vaynerchuk with enough time. So I will help people at the ability that I can with my time with their sizzle reels and their videos. Because again, you can make any novice look like a professional if edited properly. So I'm available to anybody that needs that help.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we will make sure that, since you're offering the help, we're gonna put your contact information for video if you need it. And if somebody's interested, they can just go ahead and just network with you directly through school.
Yeah, I will help out. I'll volunteer that because I know we all need it.
Yeah, and remember, when you have that skill, see, that's another skill, graphic design and editing and things of this nature. It makes your job so much easier. Michael, all I want you to do in closing, I want you to take all the confines they're in that brain of yours, and I want you to just make as many videos as possible. You can't produce enough content. And watch this, when you get some structured programs, this is going to be a great segue into a coaching program for you later down the line. And all of the videos are going to be online, Michael, so it doesn't require the one-on-one attention. This all comes with the territory. You're capable of being able to do it. Remember that golden triangle: speaking, coaching, and consulting. Speaking, coaching, and consulting. It all goes hand in hand. And let me tell you something. If you're doing all 3 of them at the same time, it's just absolutely explodes your revenue base. So send me over, please. Give my best to Christina, and please tell her to make you send that stuff over to me tonight so you're not pondering it anymore. I want to look at it and give you some feedback, okay?
All right, you got it, my man. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Talk to you real soon. Likewise. Okay, we got, let me see, Michael, let me lower Michael's hand.
Lower my hand.
I got it. I already took care of it, Michael. Okay, so we had, let me see, wait a minute. Top to bottom, student raise their hand first, display at the top. Okay, student raise the top. Okay, Vernon, I appreciate your patience. I'm going to get to Wayne. Uh-oh, we got Wayne. I already know what Wayne is going to say. Wayne, you there, boss? Let me see, Wayne.
What am I going to say?
Hey, what
am I going to say?
Wayne, I'm a bit of a soothsayer. I have a crystal ball. Wayne, I can see around corners. Wayne, would you have any feedback on your signature programs?
Well, here's the thing. Yes, because when you sent that thing back to me. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, Wayne. I'm all ears.
Okay. Well, when you sent Well, we got two things going on here. We got the signature program, and then I also sent you my bio. Okay.
Your bio corrections are coming over tomorrow. I'm halfway done with it.
Okay. All right.
But go ahead.
All right. So, but here's my question with the signature programs. Let me see here. You sent me something. What is that? Let me see here. What you sent me, it seemed like it changed a lot of my, it seemed like it changed a lot of my format or my thought process. And I had to like seem like I got to start over again or something.
No, you didn't have to start all over. What I did was I took the verbiage and cleaned it up to make it more sellable and bookable to the conference coordinator. You can, Wayne, you can talk about what you want to talk about when we get you in the door, but I had to clean up the languaging and I had to clean up the word sequences so that they would make sense to the conference coordinator. Does that make sense to you, what I just said?
Yeah, I'm trying to, excuse me, but I was listening to you and MT Smooth, so I couldn't, I couldn't look for what I wanted to find.
Do you have your update? I emailed it to you. I dropped all your updated signature programs, nice and neat and organized in chronological order, all of them. I emailed them back over to you.
I know.
That's the email you're talking about, right?
I know you did.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like do you feel like the verbiage, the language, and describe the heading of your signature program? Do you feel like it was on subject? Do you feel like that's something you would speak about?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What's your struggle? What's the hard part? Because you watch this, Wayne. You're married to the marketing language. You wanted every word in there that you said, and I got rid of some of your verbiage, and you don't like that. Just be honest with me.
It seemed like I don't know. It seemed. Can you redo this, Coach? Can you go to somebody else? Let me pull this stuff up. I'll get it in front of me, and we can talk before we sign off.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Once you do that, because I lost my place.
Hold on, you can't. No, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, could you find are you looking for the email that I sent you with the updated signature program? Is that what you're looking for?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll email it to you right now. Don't even worry about it. You don't have to search for it, Wayne. I got you. Don't worry about it. Just give me a second.
All right. I thought I had it in my hand.
Okay. I got it right here. Updated signature programs. Those things look beautiful, Wayne. Look at them all in formation. Wayne should have it right now. Tell me if you got it. You want me to still move on, or you want to take a look at it and you want to keep?
No, once they come, once it hits, I'll open it up.
All right, don't worry about it. Okay, all right. So let me lower Wayne's hand and let me move on to Vernon.
Okay, that's excellent. Vernon
King. Okay. All right, let me see. Vernon, you there, boss? Oh, loud of talk. Sorry about that. I just gotta mute Wayne. Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Vernon, what's up, champ?
Hey man, everything is well, man. How about yourself?
Oh, it's all good, man. Oh,
good,
Vernon.
Good.
I'm sorry, Vernon. I'm a mind reader, Vernon. What are you gonna share with me, Vernon? Let me hear it.
I was just touching. Well, I wanted to know because I've been trying to send this one particular video to you that I did over the summer that I've been having trouble sending it to you. So I sent it to you a couple of weeks ago. I was just wondering if you got it and if you could actually see it. Yeah,
I still could not see it, bro, in the format. I'm not sure what that is. If you could, maybe if you send it to support@speakerfocus.com, Austin can tell you from a technical standpoint, perhaps what's wrong with the video, because I still have not seen it.
Yeah, because I sent
Vernon, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a YouTube link? Is the video you're trying to send me, is it a YouTube link or is it an MOV file, an MP4?
I think we sent it through WeTransfer.
See, that's probably what the problem is. Well, first, I've never heard of that. Not to say that it's not, but Where'd you get the link from? Did somebody shoot it? Did they turn it into a YouTube link? I mean, tell me about that.
It was taken directly off of my phone.
Off your phone. Let me ask you this. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't. My wife does.
Okay, watch this. Try to upload the video to your wife's YouTube channel and see if you can just copy and paste the URL and just email it to me. And then boom, I could just click on the link and go right and see the video.
Okay.
And Vernon, you should set up your own YouTube channel and you should be dropping videos left and right. Content is king. What's your last name?
It's king.
And footage is gold. Content is king and footage is gold. You should be producing your Vernon, your leadership topics, bro, are fire. All I want you talking about, and this goes for all of you, you should be dropping content about your leadership topics. Do not get off track. Nobody matters right now except for the conference coordinator. You're not producing content for your family, Vernon. You're not producing content for your friends. They can't help you. Produce the content for the conference coordinator. Add value to the conference coordinator. Go inside of the Q&A calls. I did a masterclass on the mind of the conference coordinator. I broke down exactly how they think, how you should be talking to them, why you should be talking to them. Nobody else matters. We are teaching you on this platform to build a marketing funnel, an automated marketing machine that runs 24 hours a day. And all you're doing now is attracting conference coordinators, meeting and event planners, chair or committee members, key decision makers who are directly responsible for hiring your brand of leadership. You're going to do that and be attracting them every single day. No one else matters. I don't care about anybody else. All I care about is you connecting with the conference coordinator. Now, how are you going to do that, Vernon, when they're going to look for your YouTube channel? What you think they're going to pull your wife's YouTube channel up?
No, sir.
You want them to do that?
Nope.
Ask your wife how to start a YouTube channel and effective immediately. Vernon, please do not show up without this YouTube channel being set up next week. Please, brother, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
B, set the YouTube chat, bro. Listen, you're super smart and you got a killer leadership topic that we already got past your signature programs. Why are you denying us your velvet voice to be, bro, you should be dropping leadership videos at least 3-4 times a week. Couple minutes, Vernon, Vernon, look at the screen right now. You looking at me?
Yes, sir.
You can't tell me you can't grab your phone. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably left my phone in the other room. Anyway, you can't grab your phone, hit record, and drop a 2-minute video about leadership, adding value to the conference coordinators. You can't tell me you can't do that.
You're right.
See, you can do it, but you're not doing it. You know why? Because you're overthinking it. And you got to stop using these platforms that the technology, excuse me. Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. All right, Marlon saying if you got a Gmail account, I think Austin talked about that last week. If you already have a Gmail account, it already had a YouTube channel that you can use in the app. You can go right through your Google and set that up.
Okay.
And then start dropping videos. And then watch this. Now when you want to get me a video, all you need to do is share the YouTube link with me. And I don't have to go through no downloading, the file's too big and all this other kind of stuff. That's why we have YouTube.
Okay. Streamline
your process, bro. But watch this. Just to let me see the video until you get your own YouTube channel, upload the video to your wife's YouTube channel and then send me over the URL and I'll take a look at it and give you some feedback. All right.
Well, I'm gonna get that YouTube set up tonight as soon as she gets back. The other question was, I sent you my bio.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm just waiting on that because what I'm working on is the speaker info kit.
Guess what?
And the speaker demo.
Yeah, it's gonna be Miller time because I gotta finish up Wayne's bio and your bio, and I'm done for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Watch this. I'm getting ready to do a masterclass on copywriting, and I'm getting ready to do a masterclass on how to write a bio. And I'm going to come up with a new template where you literally, I'm not saying everybody's gonna have the same bio, but it's gonna be so easy for everybody to write their bio coming up and also help them out more with their signature programs.
Great, great.
We'll always
My
upgrade.
goal is
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
goal is to have all of this done by the new year.
Okay, good. And that's a good time frame. I'm gonna be working throughout Christmas.
Mhm.
You know, I listen, I can't say that we're gonna have the weekly group call probably the last 2 weeks of December, but I believe it's 3 Mondays in December. We definitely doing a weekly group call tomorrow, but we gotta let you know because it's about to be vacation time coming up. And you know, I work hard too, so we're gonna have to take a little break. But that doesn't mean that I'm still not gonna be there to answer support tickets and things of that nature. Just gonna enjoy the holidays coming up. That's all. All right.
I feel you.
Yeah, Vernon, listen, bro, you are depriving us of your signature programs. And I want all of y'all, I want everybody to know this, Vernon. It's the last thing I'll say to you, and I'll move on to somebody else that has a question. Don't be selfish with holding back the information, right? All of you love to talk. Don't tell me you don't like to. I know all of you. I love you. A speaker, I've never met a speaker in my life, Vernon, that doesn't like to talk. Vernon, if I told you, Vernon, let's kick it for 2 more hours after the group call, you'll be like, KTR, you want me to call you or you gonna call me? Which one? Vernon, I'm at the beach, let's kick it. You be talking for 2-3 hours, right? So don't tell me you don't love to talk. It's just that sometimes what happens, Vernon, is that we say, oh, okay, I don't have a YouTube channel. See, bro, this is not a platform where you want to be embarrassed. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to run you into the ground. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to uplift you. I'm telling you that when you have a YouTube channel, bro, is a gateway. You don't need a television deal. You don't need a radio deal. You can launch everything right there from your YouTube channel or right there from your phone. Your phone is the gateway to get you in to produce all the content you want. Vernon, think about the era that we're in, bro. You used to have to sit around and wait to get a record deal. You used to have to sit around and wait to ask somebody for you to be on the radio. You used to have to send your demo. You have to send your sizzle reel out to somebody from radio to say, oh, you're good enough. Please, I want you on my network. You used to have to beg to get on TV. All that's changed. I don't need a deal. I am the network. Vernon, I want you to repeat after me, please.
Yes, sir.
I am a multimedia conglomerate. Yes, thank you, Vernon. That's what you are. You need to write that. I am a multimedia conglomerate. That's what you really are. You are a media company that produces content. Are you starting to understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS?
Yes, sir.
They aren't king anymore.
Indeed.
Vernon. They aren't #1 anymore. They're struggling for ratings. You know why? Because of these subscription services. You got cats like Damon Dash has his own platform, just like Netflix, Hulu. All of these networks, streaming networks, are all over the place. Nobody cares about sitting down and watching the Cosby Show at 8 o'clock on a Thursday evening or a Friday night. You remember on ABC they had Thank God It's Friday TV. They had Family Matters. They had a killer lineup back in the day. You remember in the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Nobody's doing that anymore. Nobody cares about watching TV at an appointed. Vernon, you are the television network, bro. You just don't see it in your mind. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? As soon as you get a YouTube channel, you are the network. Oh, but you're going to overthink it on me, Vernon, like you do everything else. I don't have any followers. What am I going to talk about? Are you serious? That's what you're going to do to me? What are you going to talk? Vernon, let me ask you this. If you made a 5-minute YouTube video tonight, what would you talk about?
I'll talk about my signature programs.
And what exactly are those, Vernon? I don't know. What's your mainstay headline? I'm not hearing nothing.
Leadership principles that transform lives.
Okay, Vernon, you're showing off now. I can't talk to you anymore. Next question. I talk to you soon, Vernon. Thank you very much. You should be talking about that every single day, every bullet, every single thing about your leadership. Vernon, I can't talk to you no more, bro. I'm gonna talk to you real soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I love you, man.
Love you too, Doc. Thanks.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it. Don't tell me, any of y'all, don't tell me you ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all don't get me excited tonight. I'm trying to be on my best behavior for holiday time. Okay, let me see. Well, say, okay. Yep. That's what Austin said. Get him to upload to YouTube. Yes. Hi, Kevin. Betty. Hey, Betty. Hey, Betty. We'll have complete. Hey, you will have the signature program template completed by the end of the week, Betty. I cannot wait to hear. I cannot wait to hear about your signature programs. Betty, you have such an interesting topic. Female engineers, man, they smart. Betty, I can't wait to hear. Okay, anybody else that has any questions, comments, or concerns? I am here. I'm in holiday mode. I'm telling you right now. Anybody else? I'm going once, I'm going twice. The fire inside's blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. Don't even get me started. You see, y'all don't want to hear my Christmas. You can't handle my Christmas voice. Okay, KTR is a listen. Remember everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think Michael may have another. Oh, I'm sorry. Wayne. Wayne is back. Wayne is.
Yeah, I had one more thing.
Okay, Michael. Okay, go ahead. And then I'm gonna get to Wayne. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yep. Just wanted to say Vernon has a very, very nice voice. And if he had a YouTube channel, I would watch it.
Vernon, did you hear that?
He better not have left.
No, I'm gonna unmute him. Vernon. Vernon,
I'm still here. I heard that.
Did you hear what Michael just said?
I heard Michael.
Bro, you have a lot of resonance in your voice. That's a radio voice, right? This is coming from a guy who's been doing multimedia production for 30 years. He has a studio in his house. He understands the value of producing content. Michael, you roll out as many videos as you can about your signature programs, bro. I don't want to hear about nothing else but your signature programs, because that's where the value is for the conference coordinator. All of you must understand, we're not here for us. Your signature program, you guys got to stop being selfish. You got to start getting your information to the market, and you got to stop overthinking it and trying to get it perfect. You got to just start producing content.
I do have to say something. Let me say what you just said is I've been kind of fearful, right? You get fearful, you don't put it out there, put yourself out there or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Something that I prayed about and I've heard people talk about is forget about the word fear, think about the word love, and the fact that our message is love, and our message does have to get out there. And if we're not giving our message out to people that need it, we are not loving properly.
Yeah, exactly. And people need that love, Michael, right? You're in the mental health space. You see it every day. You're on the front lines. You're a counselor. You're helping people every single day. You understand that. So you got to get that out. This is about legacy. Listen, especially for the 45 and over crew. And we got 50% of our platform is 40 years and over. You know, when you hit the middle point like me, you don't have no do-overs. I'm 52. I can't be messing up like I was when I was in my 20s. This is about legacy right now. And Michael, what are we doing? The only two words that matters for your family, Michael, is security. This is what we're working on right now to build your brand. It's security. So you and Christina don't have to worry about anything else ever again. Whatever it is you want to do, you'll be able to do more of it. And then it's about the legacy. It's about leaving a legacy behind, because somebody needs to hear your story, because you know how many thousands and thousands and thousands of people are broken right now, but you aren't, because you put yourself back together again. And damn it, I need you to sit down in a chair and share that with somebody, because you having to go around at the grocery store and everywhere you go, you can't say that many words, but I tell you this, your video can get to millions and millions of people. You can't work that hard as your video can. Put the video to work for you. I get excited, Michael. Drop videos left and right. You still there? Oh, I think he put his.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. I tell you what, you sound like a motivational. Well, no, you're not a motivational speaker.
Yeah, see, like Mike, see how you caught yourself? Bro, listen, I just get excited. It's passion. That's all. Vernon, you heard what Michael said, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Drop them videos, please. I can't wait to see a a test video. When you get your new YouTube channel up, man, just drop a little quick video or something about your signature program and just send the link over to me. I'll give you some feedback. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, we got Wayne. All right, we got Wayne. Wayne is back. Okay, let's see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
Wayne.
sir.
Do you have your...
I'm looking at it. All right. I got it right in front of me. And
You want me to do it? You want me to do a share screen? You need me to look at it with you?
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, no problem.
Because I definitely, whoa, what happened? Okay.
I just did a share screen with you. I'm getting ready to go back to the email that I just sent you, and I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
Okay, updated signature programs. All right, I'm in it. Let's talk.
1 second, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm listening. So here it is. I'm looking at this thing here, this, we call it under ownership-based leadership.
Yes,
You
sir.
got those. I got those.
Wait a minute. Let's make sure we are referring to these the right way. These are the bullets from the signature program page. This doubles as your speaker one sheet. 4 signature programs with 3 bullets under there. That's what we got first. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So now here's the thing. For I don't know, about 15 years, man, I've researched and studied and researched and studied, and I got volumes of notes. So when I'm thinking now, I got to rewrite because it took on a different form. You follow me? I got to rewrite a lot of the stuff that I wrote to fit this narrative.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing. I don't mind doing it because I'm committed to always be learning, to be a forever learner. You know, so that's good. You know, but it did kind of take me by surprise because it's a little bit different than what, you know, what I had initially thought it was going to be, or what I submitted.
Wayne. Okay, Wayne, watch this. The whole reason why I stepped in to help you is so I could just show you better formatting. I'm talking about just with the structure of how the bullet is supposed to be written, right? Now,
okay.
Remember, at the end of the day, I work for you. So I agree with you, what you just said. But here's the hurdle that you're having a difficult time getting over. Because again, you're fighting what you've always written about, like you being wordy. I've been there before. I told you that early in this session. I used to be really wordy, using word redundancies, you know, run-on sentences, putting too much in one sentence. That's what you were doing. You suffer from the same affliction that I had. So all I did was I stepped in and cleaned the bullets up, because you've always had it in your mind a certain way, Wayne, that this is my ideology. This is my approach to leadership. Another thing too, Wayne, you had the wording was very cloudy when it came to, listen, I'm a believer. I know you are too. And we talked about separating the faith-based market away from the corporate and association market. Facts. If you're going to speak at the smaller churches, a lot of them are in economic crisis. So you're going to put yourself in position, excuse me. I don't care how much we want to love the Lord, Wayne, we're going to put ourselves in position where we're allowing them to give us a collection, a love offering, or an honorarium. And that is going to be just barely enough to pay for some Chick-fil-A and some gas money. I've been there, done that too many times. If you have to speak in the faith-based market, which I know you have a really strong men's faith-based program, you could easily talk about any one of these topics at a men's leadership retreat. You could easily speak at the Manpower Conference, but you should be speaking at the mega churches if you have to stay in the faith-based market. You remember me having that conversation?
I do, and I am in 100% agreement with you. And I'm not, you know, I don't consider myself to be, for lack of a better word, on that religious format, because in fact, the message, what I want to communicate will move people out of that into the mainstream to be able to touch bases with the world. So with all society. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, now, let's take a pause. You heard what you just said, right?
Absolutely.
You're not, listen to me. You're not a pastor.
Nope.
You're not a licensed minister.
Oh.
You're not a, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you a deacon? Are you a man of clergy?
I'm ordained. I've been ordained for like 30 years, but that's neither here nor there. That's not how I present myself.
Okay, exactly. Okay, exactly.
Here's how I present myself. I present myself for just to touch a bit of the tip of the iceberg. I present myself as somebody who has been there, down, out, lost in the whole thing you can name in the criminal lifestyle, but turned around and came back, and now have been in a person where I've been in places where I can take people and change their lives, and from the worst, change them, that you could ever imagine, and I've seen them all. So and I got something to say to that population of people. You follow me? So that's where I'm at. And it's not a religious thing, it's a life thing.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay, now watch what you just said, because we have many people on our platform that struggle with this. They struggle. They say, okay, I mean, listen, we got the chaplain to the New York Knicks professional basketball team, NBA team in our coaching program. We got countless deacons, bishops, pastors, prophets, apostles. We got them all on our coaching program. Now, on our coaching platform, I should say. But when it comes to Wayne, when it comes,
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I don't struggle with that. Maybe I was in the beginning in my writing, but I understand what you're saying. I'm in total agreement with that.
No, Wayne, I'm going to respectfully disagree. There's a conflict going on in there, because I could tell by the way your signature programs were written. You watch this. Anytime I see God this, God that, biblical verse, this, that means that okay, now you're writing like that. That means that I understand in your ideology. You're overthinking it. You're being too wordy. The message wasn't clear. I still got a leadership message, but it wasn't clear with what you and I discussed, which is the corporate and association market. Wayne, all you're doing is taking the same strategies, and you're just removing the biblical or religious connotation. That doesn't make you a less man of faith.
No, I'm not struggling. I don't think I'm struggling with that, but go ahead.
No, Wayne, listen to me. Because I told you the way your signature programs were written, there was conflict with the way it was written. Wayne, I know how you think based upon all the information that you sent me over here.
Right.
Wayne, it was not focused on the corporate and association market the way it is right now. Because I asked you that in the very, very beginning. I said, Wayne, which one of these markets? We cannot go to all of them. That is a recipe for disaster. You're going to look like a Swiss Army, like knife, jack of all trades, master of none. You said we need to go with this corporate and association market.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's all kinds of associations.
This is what you hire us for.
Okay.
So if you're gonna go in the corporate and association market, I had to remove all of this. Wayne, my first book was called The Clarity of Focus. I should have wrote a book about leadership. Now, the book was really about 11 elements of goal setting, but I made it spiritual. Even the cover looked like some clouds and stuff in the background. So watch this. This is when I was confused. I was a leadership speaker, or back then I was just strictly a motivational speaker. Back in the 90s, I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't have anybody to let me know. So you know what? People got confused. Is he a reverend? The clarity of focus. No, I just meant that you got to see your goals clear. But I wasn't thinking about they were going to put me in a spiritual based category. Now, this is when I was taking any kind of gig I could get. Oh, let's go speak at this church. They're gonna take up a collection. I got $150. Let's go speak at a community center. And because I didn't know about branding and how to separate the leadership message, I just started talking about God this, spiritual this, quote a Bible verse here, there, the few that I knew. And then I would just make everything about spiritual, because that's just where I was in my life. But it's a marketing side to this, Wayne. And the conference coordinator is going to get confused if she reads your signature programs and you got God this and God that. It doesn't make you any less of a spiritual person, but it's the language in it. I'm trying to get you in the door.
I understand.
So you watch this in your mind. Listen to me. I study cognitive science. It's a study of the human mind. Your brain is broken down to all these different regions. And there's a section of your brain. Watch this. Anything that's not familiar to your current database of knowledge, your brain automatically tries to kick it out. So when KTR sends back over the signature programs and it's different from what Wayne had written, he's thinking, well, that doesn't match with my ideology. That's not what I want to talk about. When in fact, Wayne, it's written in the corporate, it's written in corporate and association language.
Okay,
let's start with ownership-based leadership, Wayne. No, we got to pull it up. Let's go all the way in. Ownership-based leadership.
Okay.
Read the first bullet.
Be bold, disruptive, and courageous enough to be a pivotal change agent who moves the meter and gets results.
Now that's a talking point. Now watch this, Wayne. No, wait a minute. No. We're not going to read them all because I want you to talk about this stuff because you are the one that has to get in front of an audience and talk. Now, first of all of the bullets and all of the all of the bullets and all of the titles to the signature programs, they should reinforce your mainstay headline, your entire umbrella, your entire vision. What you're hanging your hat on is leadership concepts that erase limits.
Right. Okay.
Wait, you remember the first time you heard that beautiful word sequence? You remember what you did when I rearranged those words and came up with that? You remember how I thought you was gonna jump through the screen. You were
right. Because it resonated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're a man of faith or not, I understand leadership concepts that erase limits. Wait a minute, he's telling me he's gonna teach me some leadership concepts and he's gonna help me erase my limits. I'm putting limitations on myself. Watch this, Wayne. I'm sitting in your audience. I got low self-esteem. I don't know who I am. I feel broken. I'm depressed. My marriage is horrible. This, all of this stuff. Now you come along with these ownership-based leadership. So this is the question to you, Wayne. And then we're gonna move to the next. Title, and then we're gonna just say one bullet, and then we're gonna go down, just do one opening paragraph, and then I'm gonna move on. Yes or no, Wayne? Do the 4 titles to your signature programs, do they reinforce, do they complement leadership concepts that erase limits? Yes or no?
Yes.
From the gut.
Yes, absolutely, every one of them.
Okay, pause. That bullet that you just, and I hope y'all are listening to this, because Wayne is getting a long lesson in where we need to get to. It's not about what you want to say, Wayne. It's about the language you need to create that has value to the conference coordinator. Now, yes or no, does this bullet have value? Don't think like you. Think like the conference coordinator. Does this bullet have value if you're a conference coordinator? Think about, okay, Wayne, if I'm hiring somebody, if I'm a conference coordinator right now, and I'm trying to get a speaker to come in, ownership-based leadership. Be bold, disruptive, and courageous enough to be a pivotal change agent who moves the meter and gets results. Does that sound like it has value to you if you're a conference coordinator?
That's something that I want my people to be able to do. Absolutely.
Okay, now watch this, Wayne. Switch back into Wayne, the professional speaker. If you had to take that bullet right there, Wayne, and you start, this is your talking point. A bullet is a talking point.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Take that bullet, and then I want you to just talk about that. Don't use God. Don't say anything about being spiritual. I want you to talk about leadership, because that's what I'm hiring you for. I'm paying you $5,000+ so you can come in and speak about leadership, and you're going to teach my team how to take ownership over their leadership. Wayne, I'm going to say this bullet to you, and then I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm going to let you speak about ownership-based leadership. And I want to know if you got command, or I want you to speak from the gut. We're going to see if you got command over. I'm not trying to put you on the spot because I know you can do this. Don't talk about spirituality. Don't talk about God. Don't quote a Bible verse. Ownership-based leadership. Be bold, be disruptive, and courageous enough to be a pivotal change agent who moves the meter and gets results. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing to the stage right now Mr. Wayne Holmes, and he's going to talk to you about ownership-based leadership. Mr. Holmes?
First of all, first thing you got to know is that since you are there, you have the right and you have the responsibility to own the situation, whatever this company is facing, whatever these people are facing. Somebody in that group has to take ownership of the situation, take ownership of and the responsibility to make a change and to fix the situation. You have within you more than enough to turn that situation around. But you have to own it. That's your responsibility. Since you have the strength, since you have the ideas, since you have the intelligence, since you have seen the way that this thing can be corrected, you have to take the ownership and turn it around.
Wayne, stop. Bro, that's the magic right there. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's why I do this. That's all you got to do is what you just did right there, man. Where you came from talking about your signature programs up to where you are right now, man, that's why I do this. You understand what I'm saying? That was beautiful. What you just said. You don't have to say nothing more, nothing less. If that's the speaker that you're going to be, Mr. Wayne Holmes, then you're going to have success. I want you to take that away with you tonight, all right?
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, man.
Those things here, thank you, man. You listen, you got to know, I am absolutely, I can't even tell you how grateful I am for everything.
Man, that was beautiful.
That you're doing.
Beautiful. Wayne, it made sense. It was clear. You stuck to the subject. Guess what you did, Wayne? You did exactly what I told you how to do in module number 1. You made a point. You opened up the point. You made an example of the point. You brought closure to the point. You were ready to before I stopped you, you was ready. You could have transitioned and pivoted right into something else. Don't overthink it, brother. You just did it. When you get the replay of this call, I want you to go back and listen to yourself and what you just did and what I asked you to do. I said, don't be religious. Don't say nothing about the Bible. Don't say anything about spirituality. Wayne, I gave you like an introduction and you went right in. Don't change anything. Speak from your gut.
Like you and Mike Towers were talking earlier. You can't be scared. Just step right into it.
Man, speak from your gut, Wayne. You already know what you're talking about, boss.
I need it. I need that, man. I need that.
This is why I love you, man. You got it. That's it right there. I can't wait till Austin gets this. I can't wait till this becomes available. As soon as this becomes available, I want you to go into about an hour and 19 minutes in, and I want you to listen to yourself. And if you stay right there, you can eat off of that so well, what you just did. See,
Kevin, are there a lot of people in line?
I'm sorry, Michael just jumped back in there.
Are there a lot of people in line?
You know what? Let me take the screen share because I'm done with the example with Wayne. He just crushed it. That's all I wanted. Wayne, that's all I wanted you to do, bro.
I just didn't want Wayne to go anywhere because
Wayne. Michael has some.
I'm still here.
It's okay. Michael, the floor is yours. This is why we got a brotherhood and a sisterhood on our platform, because you got somebody here supporting you. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, Kevin, I struggled with that. What Kevin's telling you. One, that was fire, by the way. So you know what I'm saying? That was absolute fire. And the reason it was fire is because it was from the heart. You know, one of my favorite pastors was the one that I mentioned, was my pastor's youth pastor. And he gets so comfortable with his notes and his, that he can move away from his script. And I think we got to practice an hour for every 1 minute of script, right? Yeah, but you got to know your material, but then you shot straight from the hip. And that's why that sounded so good. But Christ is the reason that everything has happened for me. But unfortunately, our hirers, colleges, meeting planners, it's a lot of liberals and it's not a lot of Christians. So you got to ask yourself, do I deny our Lord and Savior, right? If you do that, your audience gets bigger, the people that you can reach. And I believe in something called relational evangelism, meaning if I have a really big audience,
I'm with you all. I'm with you there. Yeah.
Good. I mean, I got the cross and scripture tattooed on my arm. But if I have a big audience and somebody catches me backstage and says, Mike, how did you do it? How did you go from behind a dumpster to be able to be on stage telling people how to live their best life? And I'll say, let me teach you about this man I know. right? And so that's the way I can get as many people to lead, you know, to him as possible. But if I go
I got
God, everybody in that room's already going to know God, and I'm not going to reach the people that I want to reach.
Right. I got you. I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Michael.
Hey, Coach, I would like to add something here as well.
Yes, sir.
Bro Wayne, basically your first bullet point right there was actually speaking or reiterating what Coach was saying to me, because I'm putting limits on myself.
Right, right.
And one of the things that I've discovered through, you know, working through my own signature programs is that the same things that I'm trying to convey to other people, I'm still working through myself.
Oh man, you nailed it right there.
Yeah, so it's just amazing how, you know, how it works. Like as I'm teaching, I'm being taught.
Yeah,
You know, so as I was listening to you and listening at Coach correspond with you, man, that was very powerful for me to be very courageous and disruptive, you know, to help me to, you know, to take my own limits off of me, to take the lid off, so to speak.
Right,
and just do it, because it's there, it's in there, you know what I mean? So it's just about us just doing it.
Right.
Thank you for sharing, man. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, I thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm here.
Somebody get Coach some tissue, please. Get him some tissue. It's okay, Coach.
No, I appreciate you, Coach. Believe me, you get the best out of us.
Hey, you know, I am a former pastor. I'm still, you know, licensed minister and ordained, just not pastoring at the moment. And I know the feeling that he's feeling right now is like when, as a pastor, we don't never know when the people are truly getting what we're trying to give to them. And when that moment does come, you know, that you see the light bulb come on and you see that all that you put into place, how it's coming to fruition, you know, and it's just an overwhelming feeling, man. So feel it, Coach, feel it. And know that what you're doing for us, you know, is not in vain.
No, it's not in vain, brother. Sometimes, and I'll be honest with you, I'm glad for this session, because I'd been like I felt like I was almost like ready to getting lost. And I went into the system this week and I printed out the only 3 things that matter in the speaker growth engine, and I put that stuff up on my wall, and I've been trying to follow it and trying to get back on point, you know, and the math for the 100K a year speaking revenue, I put all that, and I'm looking at it right now. And so I've just been trying to get myself back on point, because, and then I even applied for, I pulled up the thing to apply for my business license. So I'm trying to get back in. I'm trying to stay there and stay on point to get, you know, make sure I get things done.
I know,
man. You're not trying, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
You're doing it. You're not trying, you're doing it.
Listen, and there's nothing wrong with showing him. I'm an emotional person, and I take this serious. I just want to see everybody win. And when you get so much fulfillment out of what you do, I just want everybody to feel like that. And that's why I work hard for all of you to make sure that those signature, because the message is important. I don't want people to miss your message. And I just appreciate all of you for taking the time, putting forth the effort. You know, Wayne really struggled with those signature programs. And for him to get a breakthrough like that in this session, you know, see, you got to understand something as speakers. We don't want to be vulnerable, but you got to be vulnerable. And you got to be willing to put your entire legacy on the line for other people. And that's what this is about. This life isn't mine. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve people. And I knew that at a very young age. So, you know, you don't get no apologies. So these are happy tears, man. You know, I'm not sad, but when people get breakthroughs like that, I've seen that happen before. Wayne, I've heard it in his voice a lot of times. When people get a breakthrough like that, it's just, you just get overwhelmed with emotion. You know, so for the people that come on the call and share, man. I just want to thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Vernon. Wayne, thank you, brother. I love you, man.
I thank you, Coach. Coach, you led me to it, so I appreciate it. I thank you.
Yeah, man, it's all good,
So,
man. It's all good. Just
so,
keep working hard.
so let me ask you this one last question, then I'll get out of your way.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For those three bullets, okay, you got under the ownership-based leadership, you got those 3 bullets. All right. And then over where you got the paragraph ownership-based leadership, and I got the paragraph that explains it.
Yeah.
Right. And and then where it says after this program you will be able to, and it names the different things. When I write, when you write your talk for that signature program.
Yes, sir.
When you write your talk, what are you writing it from? You're writing it from the first 3 bullets, or you're writing it from the paragraph, or you're writing it from what you're going to be able to accomplish, or you glean from each one, or in any part of it.
Okay. Well,
you understand my question?
Yeah, I understand your question. So again, I don't want you to overthink this part. This is a part that the more you write, the more you're just going to try to memorize. This isn't a movie script, Wayne. What you just did was speak from your gut. This is why you have the bullets and the talking points and the signature programs. So watch this. If you're doing an hour keynote speech and they're hiring you for ownership-based leadership, you got your 3 talking points right there.
Okay.
And not only that, if you go down, you had your opening paragraphs.
Right.
And then you have 5 more bullets, which are your talking points. Take one of the talking points and speak from your gut. Now, if you wanted to have a bit of an outline, you could do that, but keep the outline really, really simple. You don't need to write out an entire speech.
You know what?
Do that.
If it was possible, I'd come through this screen and hug your neck right now.
Wayne, when the corona's over, bro, we gonna go out to dinner. We can have a good time, man.
and it's on me, Coach.
Yeah, bro. We got brotherly love.
You don't know what you just said.
Yeah, don't write it. Don't listen, Wayne. I don't want you thinking about your topics. I don't want you thinking about your keynote speeches. I don't want you thinking about your half-day programs. I don't want you thinking about your full-day programs. I don't want you thinking about your webinars, your seminars, your workshops. I want you to feel it. I want you to speak right from the gut. Period. When you do that, you were at your very best. That's why I had breakdown crying, man. That's special, bro. You can't listen to the video and then look back. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to hear what you said about an hour and 19 minutes in. You're gonna be blown away because see, that's when you're at your very best. When you think about it too much, you know what you're doing? Now you're trying to recreate. You're trying to make a story up instead of living what's already lived. You already lived.
Right.
You can't change those experiences with you being incarcerated and that's your unique special gift. And when you get in the midway or the final stage like we are in life, you just can't hold that back because again, now you are not living out the full manifestation of your purpose. Walk in it, brother. Walk in it. Don't run from it.
Coach, I have to do that, man.
I know you do. But I want you to simplify. This is why the universe put me in your life. Because all of you out there that be overthinking it, I used to overthink it. You have to learn to simplify. When you speak from the gut, you have your talking points right there, Wayne. Now, Wayne, if you want to go out and create 4 more signature programs, as long as it's formatted the same exact way and you got some talking points, I don't care how many that you create, but you got the vision right there. You got the vision right there.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Yep, you're very welcome, bro. Talk to you.
You have no idea what you did to me tonight.
I know. Hey, look, and then likewise, you don't have no idea, man. That's a win right there, brother. I take that. I'm good for the rest.
But you're the leader. You led me right there. You led me to it,
man. Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's always my pleasure to be of service to you, Wayne. Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. Let me see. We gotta lower the hand for Michael. Lower Wayne's hand. Let me see. Got a low. Okay, he's muted. Troy, can you jump in here real quick, please? If I could see.
Hey,
Hey, man.
can you hear me?
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I definitely. Is that Brian Rehorn? I think the tears are a gift. Thank you all. Hugs. Happy holiday season to you, Brian. You can do that in a. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, bro. I just want you to. I just want you to give me. What kind of holiday mood are you in? I don't even want to ask you a tech question, bro. I just want. We get ready to wrap the call. We get ready to wrap the call. What kind of holiday mood are you in, Troy? I mean, tell me what the holidays do for you.
Brian left another message here. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about, it's like my life is mostly just waking up and working. And then, the little time I do have is about, making sure our customers are really happy. And then the rest is just family, so for holidays for me just means family. So just like makes me really think on, how much time I'm actually spending throughout the year, every week, re-engaging with my family, and just helps me. Like holidays are kind of like a forcing factor, like a accountability almost of, how much am I, actually, how much of my time and energy am I giving to my family every year? So that's what gets me excited about most, like spending time with family and what the holidays do, bring everyone together. And yeah, it's obviously a little bit different with COVID this year, but yeah, that's pretty it. That's pretty much it for me.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we came together, brother, so we could so we can continue to help people. So thanks for seeing something in me that was special, like I saw in you from the beginning, man, so we could continue to help grow our platform. And I'm glad we family, man. Glad we family. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the staff at Speaker Focus, I want to thank you for all your nice comments, your kind words. Just keep working hard. The payoff is there. And on behalf of my co-founder, Auston Troyer, and the staff of Speaker Focus, I'm Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of Speaker Focus. I love you so much. Happy holiday season to you all. I see you next week.